Hey Steamians, it's Steve C here of open mic fame, maybe. But I'm not here to play songs for you. I'm going to talk a bit about something that affects my guitar playing with my Taylor acoustic that I bought with my Steam earnings a couple of years ago. So a few years ago, I found I had an issue with my right hand. You can see those fingers are curved, and if you look, compare it with the other one, you can see it's a bit wasted. So the doctors think there's a nerve damage. There's the ulnar nerve that runs down this side of the hand, and it's not working quite as it should. So the muscles have atrophied, and it's sort of fortunate for me that it's my right hand, because my left hand I need to do all sorts of stretching and stuff to play the guitar, and the right hand just has to do the picking and strumming bit. One consequence is I can't spread my fingers on my right hand very much, as you can see, which is a hindrance to finger picking. I can still do it a bit, but it's not my main thing anyway. So what I normally do, or what I have done, is I play with the pick. So I strum stuff, and so you can pick and strum things. Problem I have is holding on to these things, because they're quite smooth and small, and the way you hold it, or the way I hold it, is like that. There's variations, and sometimes I drop them. So I've looked around for alternatives, and my friend who reads it on Steam, Stav, sent me some of these. So these are pointless picks. They come in different thicknesses. You see it has a raised ridge there to help you grip it. So it's quite a secure grip on that. And the advantage of this is it doesn't tend to catch on the string so much. So it's, because there's no point. So it makes a reasonable noise. Sorry. These it's a different sound. I mean, every pick has its own sound to it, and it's to do with the material, the rigidity, and the shape. They all affect it. So I've got them quite well done. These, I had another one that's, I think it's a slightly thinner one. I need to maybe buy some more of those to try out. So I have been known to drop these as well. Having it a bright colour is a good thing, because you can see it where it is on the floor. If it's a dark thing, like this one, much harder to see on a dark stage or in a pub. This one, I think it's called a Wagon pick. So this is sold as a gypsy jazz pick, and you maybe I'll just see there's like a machined dip in there. The other side is flat, but also with some grooves on it. And now I think they have made these. They're quite expensive. They're made of, I don't know what material they're made of, but this is a right-handed one because the edges are beveled to the way you'd hit the strings. But it actually has quite a nice sound to that. But again, it can be difficult to hold with my weakened hand. So something else more recently I was introduced to, and actually I've seen a friend use these, is the snake pick. It's an Australian thing, so you have a conventional pick there. You may be able to see it has an embossed snake head on it, and you wear that on your index finger, and you can so it's quite good for strumming. You can pick with it. Not ideal for that, I find, because you can't move the position of it so much around. It's fairly fixed there. So I've had some success with that. You can't drop it. That's the main thing. They come in different thicknesses or rigidities. This is the one I was using, and you may be able to see it's broken. I snapped that when I was playing at a practice session, which is a shame because that was my preferred one. So my clarinetist duo partner, who I'll be playing with on Saturday, we're playing at Balstock Festival in Baldock near here. She bought me some more. Unfortunately, it's had a limited selection of sizes, and the size she got is too big. Needs to fit snugger on my finger. This is the biggest one they do, and you've got to have chunky fingers for that. So I've tried using it, and oh, see, dropped it already. So I'm not going to be using that at the gig. My preference is, I think I'm going to use the red one, the snake pick. It's not the best sound or anything, but practicality comes into it, and I shall take the pointless pick as a backup, and maybe a couple of other things I've got around normal picks. I was talking about my nerve damage thing with the guy at the pub who plays guitar. He's actually a piano restorer, but he's not a pianist, and he uses this. This is a piece of celluloid, I think. Grain celluloid is what they use for piano keys, and he tends to use this. I mean, and I think he puts it so behind that finger, through there, and then you can. It takes getting used to any different pick shape you have to accommodate to, and it is quite usable, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel quite right to me, and how it feels is important because it affects how you play. So I don't think I'll take that one this time. He has offered to make me one in whatever size I like, and I may take him up on that, but it's not going to be my main pick. I've got loads of picks. I've posted before. I have a collection of mostly conventional ones in metal, and I think I've got some wooden ones somewhere. I've got some 3D printed ones up here that somebody made for me. Those are a bit thick and heavy, and yeah, they're just so much variety to them. It's a fun little collection. I'd say there's also these things. This is what they call a thumb pick, which does. I've tried them a bit. Maybe I should persist more with that, but I've not found it to be ideal. There's another one I've got here, which is a more conventional shape, but it also has the loop to go over your thumb. So lots of options. So I shall keep looking for what works for me. I don't want to give up playing guitar. That's the main thing, and I shall find what allows me to do that. If I have to make something specially. And while I'm here, I'll show you another thing I picked up. This is nothing to do with actually playing the guitar, but when you're in a pub, there's lots of guitars around, and sometimes you want to put it down, and if you lean it against a table, there's a high chance it'll fall over. And this is an expensive guitar. I don't want that to happen, so I bought myself a stand, which is this thing, which is made by a company called Cooper. It's the Cooper stand, and it's small enough to fit in a guitar case, but you just unfold it, and you've got a stand, and it's designed actually so it'll slide on the floor rather than fall over, but it grips the guitar quite well, and I don't think the guitar's fallen off it yet. So not the cheapest thing, but worth a good investment to protect a decent guitar. This one's actually made from recycled plastic as well, so even better. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on this topic. If you've got any comments, I'd love to communicate with you, and steam on.